Hello viewers, welcome again to example 2 on the application on linear equations that I started with you in the previous videos. In the previous videos, we started learning about application on linear equations, which is also known as word problem questions on linear equations. And we've done a detailed explanation on it, and also we've solved an example on it as well in the previous videos, and I hope you understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. So this is a continuation to solve another example with you so that you can get a better understanding of it. Okay, so this is example 2, as you can see from the board. So it means we've already done example 1 in the previous video, and I will advise that you do well to watch the previous video because the previous video lays the foundation, the basic knowledge and understanding that you need about word problem questions on linear equations. I've done all those explanations in the previous videos, particularly the first video. Okay, so please do well to watch them to get a good foundation and understanding to be able to handle this session as well. Okay, and please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please do well to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Let's go ahead and tackle the example 2 that I have on the board. So let's read the question together. Okay, so example 2, it says that when a certain number is subtracted from 10 and the result is multiplied by 2, the final result is 4. Find the number. Okay, so I'm going to read it one more time. Okay, it says that when a certain number is subtracted from 10 and the result is multiplied by 2, the final result is 4. Find the number. Okay, so we are being asked to find the number in this word problem question, okay, on linear equation. Okay, and I've explained it to you from the previous videos that anytime you have a word problem question and there's an unknown number in it that you are looking for, okay, or an unknown value that you are looking for, the first thing that you do is that you represent that unknown number, okay, by a variable. Okay, I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, I'm just going to go over one more time. Okay, so anytime that you have a word problem question, okay, and there's an unknown number or value that you are looking for, okay, what you do is that you represent that unknown number or value by a variable, any variable that you want. That is the first step. Okay, so in this question we are looking for the number, okay, the unknown number. So I'm going to start my solution by representing that unknown number by a variable. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that together. Okay, so I'm going to write down my solution. Okay, then I'm going to say that let S represent the number, okay, or let S be equal to the number. Okay, so I'm going to say that let S represent the number. Okay, so that is the first step, and I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so you can say that let S represent the number, or you can say that let the number equal to S, or let the number be S. Any of it is the same thing. Okay, so now that we've represented the unknown number by a variable S, then let's read the question again and write an expression in terms of S for what the question is saying. Okay, that's the next step. So we are not going to rush it. Okay, so the reason why most students struggle with word problem questions is because they try to do everything together at once, and that will make the work complicated and confusing. Okay, so what you do is that you take it step by step. Okay, at every line of reading, you try to write down what the question is saying. Okay, so you follow it step by step. Okay, then you present your solution. In that way, you don't get confused, okay, and the work become much clearer to you. Okay, so we are going to do exactly the same. So that's how we are supposed to handle word problem questions. Okay, so let's go ahead and read again. Okay, so it says that when a certain number is subtracted from 10, okay, what number are we talking about? It says a certain number that we don't know is subtracted from 10, okay, and we've said that let S represent the number. Okay, so that certain number that we don't know, we've represented it by the variable S. So now the first statement is saying that when a certain number is subtracted from 10, okay, what's that certain number? S is subtracted from 10. So it means that 10 is there, then you are subtracting that certain number from it. I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so now it says that when a certain number is subtracted from 10, okay, so it means that I have my 10 there minus S, okay, which refers to that certain number. I hope the explanation is clear enough up to this point. Okay, so let me go over one more time. Okay, we don't know that certain number, so we say let S represent the number. Now the first statement is saying that when a certain number is subtracted from 10, okay, so it means that you have the value 10 there, and that certain number, which is S, because we've represented it by S, is being subtracted from 10. Okay, so for you to write an expression in terms of S for that statement, it is 10 minus S. Okay, so a certain number is subtracted from 10. It means 10 is there, you are subtracting that certain number from it, which is S. So it is 10 minus S. I hope the explanation is clear enough up to this point. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish reading. Okay, so it says when a certain number is subtracted from 10, which is giving us the 10 minus S, and the result is multiplied by 2. Okay, now what result are they talking about? Okay, it says and the result is multiplied by 2. They are referring to this result, which is the 10 minus S. Okay, so that result is being multiplied by 2. Okay, now I'm going to show you that the mistake that most students make when it comes to something like this, the result being multiplied by 2. Most students will do like this. They'll either do 2 times 10 minus S, or they'll do, let's say, 10 minus S times 2. Okay, and that will make the work wrong, because when they are simplifying this one, they will do 2 times 10, which will give us 20, then they will bring the minus S. But this is wrong. It says that the result is being multiplied by 2. So it's talking about the whole 10 minus S being multiplied by 2. Okay, so the best way to do it is that you write your 10 minus S, you put it into brackets, then you multiply it by 2. This is the correct way to go about it, so that in that case you know that the 2 will multiply the 10 and the 2 will multiply the negative S also. But most students will write it like this, and they'll forget that the 2 needs to multiply the whole of this, and they'll go and write a simplification which will result in this, and that is wrong. Okay, or they'll write it like this, and they'll do 10 minus 2s, because they'll use the 2 to multiply only the minus s, and to give the minus 2s, and they'll result in this, which is equally wrong. Okay, so the best way is that you put that result in a bracket, then you multiply it by the 2. I hope the explanation is clear enough up to this point. Okay, so I'm going to clean this so that we can continue. Okay, so the result is being multiplied by 2. What result are they talking about? The 10 minus s is being multiplied by 2, and I've explained that you should put it into brackets, then you use your 2 to multiply it. Okay, so this result is being multiplied by 2. Okay, so now let me start reading again. It says when a certain number is subtracted from 10 and the result is multiplied by 2, the final result is 4. Okay, so now what is the final result that they are talking about? You see, this is the final result that they are talking about. Okay, so first we had 10 minus s, and it says that result is being multiplied by 2, which is resulting in this, which is 2 times 10 minus s. Okay, now it's saying that this final result, okay, it says the final result, talking about this, okay, is 4. I hope you agree with me. S in mathematics means equal to, okay, S, take note of that. S in mathematics means equal to. So this final result that they are talking about, they are saying that it's 4. So it means we will equate this one to 4. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So this will be equal to 4. Okay, so it says when a certain number is subtracted from 10 and the result is multiplied by 2, the final result is 4. Find the number. So now we've gotten a linear equation and we can easily solve for s in this linear equation because I've taught you linear equation, okay, some time back. Okay, we've done a linear equation as a full topic. We've treated all the different kind of questions that you can get under linear equation. Okay, so we are going to apply that knowledge to solve this. Okay, so if you don't have any knowledge on linear equation, I will advise that you search for my previous videos that I've done on linear equation, okay, so that you can be able to solve this. Okay, so from here we are supposed to solve for s to find the number. Okay, so let's go ahead. So what we do is that we open the bracket. Okay, anytime you have a linear equation that contains brackets like this, the first thing to do is to open the bracket. Okay, so the two open it brackets by multiplying the 10 and also multiplying the negative s. Okay, so this 2 times 10, it will give me 20. 2 times the minus 8, it will give me minus 2s, then equals to 4. Okay, from here you just group like terms. Okay, so I can choose to make my negative 2s here cross the equal sign to come here so that it will become positive, and this 4 will come and join the 20 which is here. Okay, it will come here to become negative. Okay, or better still, you can maintain the negative 2s here so that this positive 20 will cross the equal sign to come and join the 4 here. Okay, but don't forget that when anything, okay, any value, any number or variable, when it crosses the equal sign, the sign it has changes. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so now I will choose to maintain my 20 here. Okay, so that the positive 4 here will cross the equal sign to come and join it, so minus 4. Okay, because it's positive, when it crosses the equal sign become negative. Then bring your equal to, then this negative 2s will go to that side, will cross the equal sign, so it is negative. When it crosses the equal sign, come here, become positive 2s. Okay, I hope you agree with me. Let's simplify further. 20 minus 4, it gives 16. So 16 equals to 2s. Okay, and for me to get the value of s, I'll divide through the equation by the coefficient of s, which is the 2. Okay, so I'll divide here by 2. Okay, I hope you agree with me. And I'll divide here also by 2 so that this 2 and this 2 will cancel. 2 goes here 1, 2 goes into the 16 8 times. Okay, so finally you will get your s equals to 8. Okay, so let me continue from here. So I have my s equals to 8. Okay, so we've gotten that number, okay, that you are looking for, and that is 8. Okay, so that number that the question is asking us to find is 8. Okay, I hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it as well. So anytime you have a word problem question of this nature, this is how to go about it. Okay, so you go by it step by step. Okay, you solve it step by step. You don't try to put everything together, it will become confusing to you. Okay, I hope you understood it and you enjoy the lesson as well. Please don't forget to like the video and also share the video as well, and please follow the page if you are watching for the first time, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I'll see you again in another video once we solve more examples on this. Bye bye.